child's pose. Coming up and then sliding forward and down onto the chest. Make sure your arms are shoulder width. Don't force the neck. If you need to bring your forehead down, that's fine. Coming down onto your front, forearms down, pressing into Sphinx. Slide the hands back to the lower ribs, pushing up into Cobra, and then immediately coming back down into Child's Pose. Coming forward, down onto the chest for Anahata Asana. Feel it in the shoulders, feel it in the thoracic spine. Slide forwards, come down onto your front, taking the hands back, pressing up into Cobra, pulling immediately back into Child. Slide down onto the chest and slide through and up into Cobra. Pull back into Child, sliding through and up into Cobra, taking back into Child's Pose. Down onto the chest, coming through and up into Cobra. Take a twist to the right side. Cobra twist to the left side. Take a look up to center. Tuck the toes underneath. Push up into down facing dog. Step the feet back. Down onto thighs. Take it up. And then press back into your dog. Down onto thighs. Take a look up. Press it back into your dog. Down onto your thighs. Curl up. Exhale, take it to dog. Down onto your thighs. Look up. Exhale, press back to dog. Feet a little wider now. We're just speeding up. Coming up and down. Cobra to up dog. Down dog to Cobra. Back into Child's Pose. Left hand into the center line, right arm comes up, left arm comes up, right arm comes up. Always do these on the in-breath. Left arm comes up, back onto all fours. Right leg goes back, bend the knee, open the hip flexor, and then take the left arm around the back. Grab the ankle, give the leg a little pull. Look ahead, come back down and bring right leg forward into Cobra, moving pigeon. So just releasing, seeing what the hips feeling like. Make sure the hips and shoulders are square to the front of the mat. Lift the chest and then release. Pull back into Child, sweep down, come up into Cobra, exhale back to Child. Come back up onto all fours. Inhale, raise the left leg. Open the hip flexor. Open the hip flexor. Grabbing the ankle with the opposite hand and taking a little lift. Looking ahead and releasing. Taking the left leg forward, coming into pigeon, moving pigeon. Easing the joints. Coming up and down. And then settling. Left and right. Walking the hands back. Square the hips and the shoulders. Lift the rib cage. Big breath in. Take the hands down, release. Scoop it down. Inhale, press up into Cobra. Exhale, pull back into Child. Forward. Taking yourself onto your front, take your left arm out to the side and flip over onto your left side. Try and bring both legs over, pressing the feet down, knees come up. Keep the left hand facing down. And then we go over to the other side, little flip. Keeping the hands shoulder height, just relax the head down, stretching chest, stretching the pec minor muscle, which is linked to our happiness levels. When you've done that, come into your Child's Pose, stretch. And then push back up into down facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg. And as you exhale, take the foot forward. Open out into Warrior Two stance. Stretch the arms up. And then arc back, pulling that front arm. Just give it a little pulse. Just see if we can open out a little bit And then take the right arm underneath the knee. Left arm comes around the back, grabbing top wrist into bound side angle. And then right shoulder underneath the knee. Lift that foot, lift front foot, take it back into plank. Come down onto your front. Inhale, pressing into cobra pose. Staying a while. Exhale, press back into your dog. Inhale, the left leg rises. Open the hip flexor. And then exhale, take the foot forward. Open out into Viratu. Take a little stretch, pulling on the wrist of the front arm, arcing back. And then coming all the way down, bracing the abdomen. Left arm underneath the knee. Grab the top wrist. Take a look up over right shoulder. Bound side angle. Left shoulder releases under left knee. Extend left foot forward and then bring it back. Come down onto your knees. Take a mini child's pose. And just breathe. Notice how your body's feeling right now. If you've got one of these yoga wheels, place it behind your back. If not, then a yoga block or a few books piled up. And you can place the block under your shoulder blades. If you've got a yoga wheel, roll up and down. And then reach for the wheel if you can with your hands. Extend your head back. And try and bring yourself down onto the mat. Bring your head and your forearms down onto the mat. If you haven't got a wheel, then use yoga blocks to open up the upper back. So just place them under the shoulder blades and take your arms over your head. Once you've done that, come onto your knees. Notice how your back's feeling. Lift your hips. Push your hips forward, lift your chest, and then just keep lifting up and arcing back. If you feel up to reaching for your heels today, reach for your heels, push the hips forward, lifting the chest, and coming into camel pose, Ustrasana. When you come down from there, nestle your bottom in between your feet, and try and lie back on your mat. Extending arms over the top. Coming into reclining hero, squeezing the knees gently towards each other. And then come back up again. You can always just do one leg at a time there, particularly if the knee's not happy with it. Release in down dog, shake your legs out. Come back down onto your knees. So we're going to do a headstand. If you have done headstands before, interlace your fingers and bring your elbows very close together. So I'm actually resting my head on my forearms. My head's not touching the ground. You can take this to a wall. And what this does is it takes the pressure completely off the neck. So there's no compression in the neck. But it calls for a good balance, so it's worth going to the wall or finding an instructor to help you with this one. After any type of inversion, just bring yourself into child with your arms around the back. Coming up onto the top of your head now and just re-stretching out the neck. We call this the rabbit pose. And then be really careful with this next one. As you come down onto your chest, take your arms back with your head to one side. This is excellent for the cervical spine. You need to be so careful with this one. And then just take the head the other side. You may just want to keep your hands by your shoulders, but if you feel you can rest the weight on the side of your head, on your chest, then you can try that one. And then come back up. Grabbing the side of the head with opposite arm, we stretch out the neck one side, stretch out the neck the other side, then a lateral stretch for the spine, side to side, just keep waving from side to side. And then we twist to the left, twist to the right. Extend the legs out in front and reach for your ankles or your feet. And just come into Paschimottanasana, forward fold. And do it in a way that feels right for your body today. And just breathe slowly and steadily. So it's a very short, joyful practice today to open up the chest, the heart, the shoulders, warming the spine up. So when you've done that, just take some real deep breaths in through the nose. Let the shoulders rise. And then as you breathe out, shoulders relax down. Rub the hands together, cup the eyes. Continue to take some deep breaths. Keeping the eyes gently closed. And then releasing the hands down. And instead of Shavasana, we're going to stay seated. I want you to close your eyes and just notice the quality of your breath. Breathing in very slowly and steadily. Notice how your body feels. Notice the quality of your emotions and thoughts. What are you thinking right now? Then bring your mind's tension to the point of the heart. Feel the body at the level of the heart. Feel the breath at the level of the heart. Feel the emotions at the level of the heart. And the same way we go into the heart space, see yourself opening a door and stepping home into the heart space. Feel the light and the warmth and the welcome sensations. Perhaps there are loved ones there. Every time you practice yoga, you're coming home to yourself. Every time you yearn for peace and joy and love, you're really saying, take me home, take me home, take me home. Yoga is a time of coming home to your true self, a place of real deep peace. Keep the attention at the point of the heart. May you find peace, may you find joy, may you find love. Namaste, guys. Please press like if you enjoyed.